Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we on the real Chelsea content channel. We're gonna do the Chelsea preview, predictions, lineups, and predictions, lineups, and everything else we've been hearing, and what's going on with Bowley and then the rest of them. Yeah. So let me just add Max. Max is here as well. Yeah.
Hi guys.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start off. It's a very important game tomorrow. It's not just a win. We must win. We have to win by 2 or 3 goals or more because we have to show. We have to show what we. Sorry about that. What we're made of. I mean, every time we usually go have a setback, we come back firing. I don't expect anything less tomorrow. I'll be very disappointed if we only win 1-0 even. I won't be happy. I want to see a great performance tomorrow and get some goals because we're not seeing goals. I know it's hard. Todd Bowley's new era. I appreciate that. I'm backing him. I'm for him. Uh, Sav is background music. Welcome, Sav. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with the first one who was here, and that's Philip was here. Let's start with Philip. Welcome, Philip. What's your take on tomorrow's match and what you think of everything?
Like thanks for having me on the talk about our Chelsea preview about against our Leicester game. To me, I like you said, we are not expecting just 1-0 winning against Leicester, and we I think we are probably getting like 3 goals in the match, and also I want to see Tuchel, at least he plays the players in their right position. It might come with a different tactics and say in the first half, then before maybe it might change it after. Let's just hope so, and and definitely I know we are gonna get a win against Leicester for sure because their players most of them are out. Fofana will not be on the pitch, and also they have a doubt about James Madison. So hopefully Chelsea go really plays well. That's what I hope for.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. You take. I'm getting a lot of messages. People can't find the channel. Let me put on someone else, and I'll try and send them the link. Yeah. Um, yes. Let's go to certify. Just
Yeah,
your
yeah, it
comment.
was such yeah, well, sup, how's everyone doing at the moment? Is everyone good? Yeah, Philip, I was just on your space. I was just on your space. You joined mine, and it's a long story. Connection problems got in the way. I can't really lie to you, but thing for this Leicester game, I'm expecting um a better performance than Leeds. I don't want any slip ups. This should not be a banana skin of a win. Like I'm expecting it to be high scoring, considering the fact that Nick is also going to the game as well. So yeah, and I hope the midfield is on point, the attackers are on point, and the fans get behind the team. Thanks. Yeah, well, Nick will be back, but yeah,
Oh, okay. Max. Oh, you might come in.
Yeah, hi guys. Like the rest of you said, we need to put in a better performance than we did at Leeds. That's not hard to do because we were shocking against Leeds. I want to see us play like we did against Tottenham the other week. And first of all, like you said, Philip, starts with the manager, putting players in the right position. I don't want to see no square pegs in round holes tomorrow. I want to see if, obviously we know that he said Kovacic could only play 20 minutes, Kante's out. So what I need to see is he either plays, gives Billy Gilmore a number, puts him in that position, or he plays Ethan Ampadu in that position. Because I fear that if we have a midfield of Gallagher and Jorginho again in there, then I fear the worst. And even Loftus, I don't think he's the man for that position. He's probably going to go with Loftus. I know we're going to go talk about the team in a minute, but try Ampadu. Ampadu's played that position before. I want to see us convert our chances because that's something that we haven't been doing as well. Even if you look at the Leeds match, in the first 15 minutes, we had 2 chances to go 1-0 up. We take that chance and it may be a different game. So we have to start converting these chances because we've only scored 3 goals in 3 games this season. Not good enough. And again, you're seeing players miss gettable chances. So yeah, a better conversion rate. And yeah, but most of all, I just want to see a better effort than they showed last week against Leeds United.
Yeah, good points, Max. Opening points. Yes. Let's move on to Trezeguet. This time, Sav, I'm leaving you last because you were the last one in. Sorry. You'll be the first to, as you know. Anyway, got Trezeguet. Welcome. Trezeguet. Where's Trezeguet?
Oh yeah, thanks for having me, Nick. Yeah, thanks for having me, Nick. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, we can.
Can anybody hear me?
Statements for now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Your opening statement.
Oh, all right, fantastic. All right, yeah. For my prediction, I predict that
No prediction yet.
basically Tuchel.
Yeah, I mean
He's gonna start Gallagher and Jorginho.
Go on.
No,
I'm just talking about
Trezeguet, we don't do the predictions yet.
Yeah,
no, I'm not talking about the score prediction.
Okay. Yeah,
all right.
Go on.
All right. I think Tuchel is gonna basically start Jorginho and Gallagher again. I think although that first time around they didn't get it right, Tuchel is not that type of manager that when a player has a bad performance that he immediately swaps them out. So it's highly likely that he will be featuring again Gallagher, and I'd like to see. What I'd like to see Mount play further up the pitch, since for some reason Ziyech Hakim he's not playing for some reason, because I think in these type of matches we need Ziyech's creativity. You know what I mean? We need his creativity absolutely in this type of match because although that he's not always successful, he does find a good pass, a risky pass, but it tends to do the trick. And he shoots from range.
1 second, let me interrupt you. We're going to do the lineups, all together. Just, it was just for your opening statement.
All right.
For now, then we're going to do everything else. All right. It's just to welcome you. Then we're going to do all the other talking soon. Line up.
All right. Cool.
All right. Thanks. Welcome, Staff. How are you? Stuff.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me, do you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And what would you like me to tell you?
And I'm just welcoming everyone. Opening statements. That's all for now. We're going to do the lineups, predictions, talk about all these new signings. What not all signed, but rumors that we're going to get a lot of new young players in. And all these, a lot of talk to do. I'll just to welcome you now. What's your opening statement? Good or bad?
What's my opening statement?
Yeah.
It looks like we might get some signings, but at the expense of losing players. You know my feelings. I'm
Yeah.
willing. I'll give him a year, right? He's getting his signings. He's got a year, right? Pep did it in his second year, so I don't want to hear all this. Pep took so long. He didn't. It was his second year that he won the league and he won the Carabao Cup. So I can't be doing with all this. He's had 18 months, so he gets another season. So he'll have had 2.5 seasons. So there's no excuses. And what I'm upset about is we've got players who were sat in London in their houses, right? We didn't have any DM, and he could have took Ampadu, and Ampadu could have played in DM instead of Gallagher because Gallagher's not a DM. And there's a lot of this nonsense. And tomorrow, right, he's going to end up playing two wing backs at centre half. That's my suspicion, right? And then you're going to have Chilwell and Ruben Loftus-Cheek as the wing backs, and I can't be doing with it. Can't
Yeah.
be doing with it, right? We've got players in that squad. There's players he hasn't registered, right? He had Gilmore, he had Ampadu. Why play Gallagher out of position? And the players are going to get cheesed up. Gallagher's not going to stay. I'll be surprised if he stays. If he doesn't leave now, he's going to leave in January, whether it's on loan or full sale. And I just can't be doing with it. I want him to start using the squad properly.
Yeah.
Pick a team to the circumstances, right, that you're facing when a game comes up. And anyway, you carry on. I'm actually sat in the hotel with some friends. So when you're ready, I'll give you my team now, right? So I'll give you my team now, right? Mendy in goal, right? Cucurella left centre back, Silva, and I reckon he'll go with Reece James again at right centre back. Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the right. Chilwell on the left. Jorginho and God knows who, because Kovacic, he won't play Kovacic straight away, even though he's back in training.
He will get
And
20 minutes.
he won't change the front three. Have you seen that stat that Kai Havertz has done 114 runs into the box in the first 3 games that he's played and hasn't received the ball once? Right? That says something about the way we're playing. There's no creativity in the midfield. 2 DMs cuts down on creativity, and you've got the 2 wingers playing centrally. I just can't be doing with it. I'm just cheesed off with the whole thing. Can't be doing with it. Result 1-0. So Havertz and Sterling and probably Mason up front. See, Havertz and Mason Mount should be playing in the midfield, either side of DM, and that's where you get the creativity from the wing backs. I can play full back, so then you're only playing one person out of position, unless he plays Aspie. Should be a flat back 4. Right now he's taking a gamble, playing full backs at centre half. I could be wrong. He might not go with that team, but I've given up. I've already given up. 3 games in and I've given up. Trying to predict what he's going to do. Right, it's just too much messing about, and he's going to cheese players off. They want to play in the positions where they can show themselves best, and it's a World Cup year. They don't want to be out of position and being made to look foolish. They all want to go to the World Cup. So that's just me. Anyway, carry on. I'll carry on listening, right? I'm going to just step out. I've got to drop out for a minute because I need to get some details off my phone.
Okay.
And I'll come back. All right. So keep an eye out. I'll be backstage when I get back. All right. Well, I'll carry on listening.
Yeah.
Where did Nick go? Philip, do you want to go? If you're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
Okay, sorry. Oh, okay. I didn't know I was on mute. Like my prediction it's gonna be I we all know Tuchel is not
Yeah.
still gonna bench
We-
Mendy.
I had a little problem there, connection. 1
Yeah.
minute. Um, Trezeguet, you still there? Trezeguet. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, anyway,
Yeah,
I know the professor is in
yeah.
the back room. I'm only allowed 6 at a time, so soon as someone goes out, we bring professor in. Okay?
All right, all right. No, you can drop me for now if Professor is ready.
He's there, he's here, yeah. So what you do? Should I put him in?
Yeah, yeah. You can put him in.
But yeah, but I have to drop you out to put him in. There's got to be 6 of us.
Or
You understand?
all right, that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Let me drop out.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see now. Hold on a minute. We'll try and put him in. Yeah, now he's all right. Prof, stream.
Nick, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Auto click, accidentally clicked the X.
What did you do? All
No,
right,
I accidentally clicked the X above, or like on the top left hand.
Okay, that's all right. Don't worry. I'm trying to put Professor. Hold on. Philip, go ahead, and I'll do that.
Okay. What my lineup that I was going to have in the Chelsea Leicester game. We all know that Thomas Tuchel, even if a player makes error, he's still gonna start him. I think he's still gonna be Mendy in goal, and we might have Thiago Silva, then Ray James, Aspilicueta, and Love to Shake. Yeah, Love to Shake. And Cucurella is gonna start. Then the midfield we're gonna have we're gonna have almost same midfield that we have the other day, which is Jorginho. Jorginho, I think, is still gonna start Gallagher. Then Kovacic is injured. He's not gonna start. Like the press conference that Tuchel had, it said he's gonna have like a 20 minutes play in the game, so he might come from bench. And at the attack, you're gonna have Ryan Sterling, uh,
Philip,
Kai Havertz,
what
and
to
Messi.
interrupt you? 1 second, Philip. Professor, I know you can. You're in the background, yeah. I can't put you in for some reason. You have to go out and try and come in. I can see you in the background, but I can't add you. Must be your connection. Let me see if I can talk to him on the message. Go ahead, Philip.
Yeah, yeah. I already said my prediction. I said it's Mendy on goal. Then Thiago Silva, James, Aspilicueta in the back three, and Love to Shake, and Cucurella from the left and the right wing back. So, and we are still gonna have Jorginho and Gallagher in the midfield. Kovacic might come from the bench because Tuchel on his press conference said it's gonna have a 20 minutes play. So, and now in the attack we're gonna have Raheem Sterling, Kai Havertz, and Messi. That's my prediction. And I would prefer him to start Ziyech. You don't know, or he might bring something special into the game, but due to Ziyech not getting game played, I think he's gonna start Messi and Sterling and Kai Havertz. Anyone can go on.
Yeah. Yes. Let's go to Max because I know he's rushing tonight.
Yeah, satisfied. You wanna go on?
Max, are you there? Certify, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. So should I put in my predicted lineup or?
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all right, cool. So I'm gonna go a bit different, as Philip knows already. I said mine in the space already. So I think Chelsea will play a 3-5-2 formation, and it makes more sense in my opinion. But I think Chelsea will play Aspie on the left, centre back. Okay, so first Mendy, Aspie on the left, Thiago in the middle, and Reece James on the right. And then fullbacks will be Cucurella and Loftus Cheek. Three midfielders will be Jorginho, Gallagher, and Mount. And two up front will be Sterling and Havertz for me. Yeah.
Shall I go next then?
Yeah, you can go
This is
next, Max.
yeah. This is what I would do. I'm not sure whether this is what Thomas Tuchel would do, but this is what I would do. Because obviously we've got injuries and suspensions at the back, so I'll go 4-3-3, and I will play as my centre backs Thiago Silva and Trevor Chalobah, and I'll play Reece James at right back, Cucurella at left back. I'll play Jorginho. I'll play Mount, and I'll play Jorginho lost his cheek, and Gallagher in the three, and then I'll play Mount, Sterling, and Havertz up front. But I feel that he's not going to do that. I think he's going to stick with a 5.
Nah, he ain't gonna do that. I know Tuchel, man.
Yeah,
He's too naive. He ain't gonna change nothing.
yeah, he's not going to change. Yeah, that's what I would pick. But with what I think he's going to do is he's going to. I don't even know if he's going to play Chalobah, because obviously he wants.
Oh yeah, I don't know if
He
you've
should
heard
play.
everyone, but yeah.
He should play Chalobah, but I don't think he's going to play Chalobah, because he's on the way. He's looking to move him on, isn't he? So he's going to have to be forced. He's going to have to be forced to play maybe Cucurella. As I can't see, yeah, I see him playing Cucurella, Reece James, and Thiago Silva as a back three.
All right.
And
I just want to say something. Have you heard about what Havertz has said on the Football Daily about
yeah,
how?
I saw that.
Yeah, and what's your thoughts on that? I think Philip knows. I've been speaking on it. I think this is really showing about. It's really showing the Bundesliga tax. Like Havertz and Werner have really shown that strikers in the Bundesliga can't really do nothing here, in my opinion. Because
Yeah, but
in my if you look at what Havertz said, why don't he said that as in his position he's supposed to score and assist as a striker, but then he goes on says it's more than that. But I don't know if you were in my space, but I did put it up. I would have read it to you, but I know if I go off, I'll probably disconnect. But yeah,
no, I've seen it.
so
I've seen the interview. I watched it. I watched what he said. Yeah,
yeah,
but
I
for
Sorry,
think.
me,
Fran, what did he say? Sorry, I didn't yet. I didn't see the
All
entire.
right, so he was talking about how um as a real him as a striker in the Prem should like it's not he was saying about how it's not about the goals and assists as a striker, and that's why I really disagree with him there because like this really shows he's really proving a point to all of us that the Bundesliga tax is real. Like literally, because the reason why he's talking about this is because he knows he never gets this much space. He always gets this much space in the Bundesliga to do his tricks and fluky passes and everything. But since he's in the Prem, he's starting to realize how like, how such a struggle it is for him. Like even Werner said it. Like honestly, like he was talking about once that him going into another league um is like very hard for him, and he's trying to adapt, and how he never gets the space he gets in the Bundesliga. But that's just the Prem. Like teams play different ways. Like they play low blocks. Teams will press. They can play a variety of different systems, not just one. You get what I'm saying? So it's really exposing the Bundesliga tax. These two are really exposing the Bundesliga tax at the moment because like it's real. Bundesliga tax is real, bro. Because like the space you get, like the space you get in the Bundesliga, you're never gonna get this in the Prem. And it's good to show that they're realizing it now from the interviews that they did. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but to me, to be fair to Havertz, I think as well he's playing out of position as well. He's not, Tuchel's seen him as a false nine. He's not a false nine. He's
But then he
a
played there in
attacking.
Leverkusen.
Yeah, but he played there because out of necessity because of injuries to others. But I saw a lot of him at Leverkusen, especially when we were linked with him, and he was usually coming off the left, sort of a free roll off the left. So that's where he revels or coming from. He's more of an 8 than a false 9. As I said, he can play there, but that's why I said I've always maintained it, and I said at the beginning of the season we will win nothing this season, or we'll even struggle to get top 4 if we're relying on Kai Havertz to score us out the goals because he's
Yeah,
not.
and I just want to say one more. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry. I just want
yeah.
to say one more thing.
Go on,
Sorry
go on.
to cut you off, Max, but I was talking about on the space as well, and I will talk about it here as well. And I don't know if Philip was here, but I'll say it again. Um, in my opinion, I think if Chelsea, if I was a scout of Chelsea and I want to improve Chelsea's midfield and attack, the leagues I'll go for is the Portuguese league, La Liga maybe, and the South American league. Because let me tell you something about the South American league and the Portuguese league. Their league is intense, like almost like us, if you look at it. And most of the national players that are from there do not have that mentality of naivety, and they do not care how much space they get. They just go for it. They can just dribble. That's how they've been brought up in their country. Like
You've
you
missed
even
one
see them
important
as
league
kids.
there.
Neymar, exactly as in like Neymar, all of these players. Name them all. Gabriel Jesus, all the Brazilian South Americans in the league. They just go for it. That's why most of them are legends. Because they just go for it. They just don't care which system the
Sorry,
team's
sorry,
playing. They just have
Salify.
You
this
you
attitude. You
you
know what I'm
missed one
saying? Even the
league.
Portuguese
You
league.
yeah. You missed one league as well, the French league, because most people think
And the
French
French
league
league as well is good as
they
well.
come in
Cause
and they
like, but
succeed.
I'm talking more of South Americans and the Portuguese league. Cause like they've grown up to just be fearless on the ball. Do you get what I'm saying? Like literally, I don't know if you agree with me, but you should have seen that. I don't know if like you should see that by now. Like most of the Brazilian players that come from South America and the Portuguese league, they don't really flop, do they? Look at Neto and Podence. You get what I'm saying? Those are good players. And look
Yeah,
at Jesus. These players from young have known that dribbling across the streets in like not making anyone they find walking in front of them. They know
Even
is
Rodrigo.
like attacking is about fearlessness. You know what I'm saying? Dribbling. Do you get what I'm saying? These are the players we need at Chelsea who are not afraid to do certain stuff and don't complain about the space that they get in this league. Because these Portuguese and South American players, they do not care about this stuff. Even as kids, they just want to play and do what they do. If they have a bad game, they don't sit and relax and go, oh, let's go on roller coaster. No, they get upset and they work on it. Look at Thiago Silva at his age, still training. That's how they were brought up. Football is their life. We need players like that. Like these type of players will get us to so much success. We need to scout players from the Portuguese league and the South American leagues as well, because these ones have been taught since birth, since childhood. Just go for it, dribble, score the goals from any angle. They can score from any angle and still get it in
yeah,
because they have this thing, this mentality, just this incredible mentality. I can still go past anyone. I do not care who you are. If you're Van Dijk, these are the players we need in the midfield and the attack and our wingers. If we really want to go on and be title challengers, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's
yeah,
just what I have to say.
yeah. You satisfy. Yeah, I just yeah, good points. Good points. Hold on a sec. Let's answer this question for welcome Stephen John to the chat. Can Chelsea beat Leicester? Yeah, It's not about can we beat them. We have to beat them. Yeah, of course we can beat them. We just have to turn up. We need a good win as well. Yeah. Philip, I know everyone's going to say this probably the same. We have to beat Leicester.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
And
go. Yeah.
I wonder
I
if
know
that's
so
if
satisfied.
Stefan
I'm
John.
satisfied.
But 1 second. Did you all say your lineups or not?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
All right, because
Uh,
I was busy trying to direct people here. I sent them the link and they still can't find it somewhere. I don't understand it. Anyway,
Oh, wait, I
okay.
haven't seen my lineup.
Yeah, who's that? You, Philip.
no,
Sorry?
no, no.
No, Trezeguet,
I
Trezeguet.
Yeah, Trezeguet, because he had to go out. Yeah, give us your lineup, Trezeguet.
All right, all right, all right. Basically, my lineup will be Gallagher, Jorginho. Because this two not the best pairing, but I believe that it's a pairing that yeah, I believe it's a pairing that could produce something good in the future, and I don't think that one bad game, um, is something to write them off about. And I like to see Mount play in a mid in the what do you call it, in the attacking team. If it's a 3-4-3, I want to see Mount, Havertz, and Sterling. Let's see what Mount can do. Let's see what's his name again? Havertz. Let's see what Havertz can do if he's got two creative midfielders playing alongside him. I think that will be the best for him because he creates space, right? He's a Ramdoider, I think that's what they say in Germany, right? The Thomas Muller type of player, and I think he will thrive mostly if he had an Aiden Hazard type of player with him. Yeah. As for the back line, I like to see Ben Chilwell play as a left center back and Cucurella play in the midfield, and I like to see Thiago Silva and Aspie, or potentially, what's the kid's name? That kid's name, Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah. Yeah. Um, that's my lineup basically.
Yeah, 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 pretty good lineup. I mean, so everyone's giving the lineups. Stav, are you back? I don't know if are you back or not. Stav, are you back? He's probably yeah.
You waiting on?
I'm waiting for. I was asking to see if you're back. I, back or you got something?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. Okay, let's see. We carry on. Okay, for me, I like to say I know what Tuku's going to do, but is what I want to do is completely different. I want to see, all right. I want to see Kepa in goal first of all. Mendy, he's had, his chances. How many more dribbling has he have to do before he gets dropped? For his own sake, put him on the bench and let him think about it a bit. So Mendy, Kepa for me. I know he's not going to play Kepa, but I'm just saying what I think the lineups should be. I think, Cucurella has to be on the left because the Koulibaly's out. Thiago Silva, of course, in the middle. And I think it's either Aspie for me or Chalobah. I think Aspie the captain should come on for this game, get the players going. Yeah, so Aspie, right on the right wing back. Right wing back has to be Reece James. On the other side, Chilwell has to come in for this game. In the middle, I want to see Loftus-Cheek. He hasn't been playing too bad, except when everyone played bad against Leeds. I want to see Loftus-Cheek get a chance in the middle with Mason Mount. Mason Mount, yeah, bring him in or drop him completely. I don't want Mason Mount playing up top because he ain't doing nothing. I would drop him back, and at the top I put Sterling. I also drop Havertz because he hasn't been doing nothing. I'll have Sterling, Gallagher, and Ziyech. That's my top three. for tomorrow, do something different, Tuku. Don't keep playing the same players when they're not on form. I know he ain't gonna pick that team what I just said, but I just said it because that's what I want, and I'll be there tomorrow. So, any bad things from Tuku, I'll be after him. Yeah, that's my lineup. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to Stav. Stav, are you there? Oh, Max, you still with us? Max, you still with us? No, I can't hear Max now. Yeah, anyone who's there, say something.
Sorry, I was trying to get to my mic. I'm still here for 5 minutes. What's up?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm here as well.
Did you hear what I said? The lineup.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah. What do you think?
And I agree with you. I really don't know if I want Mount to be starting for us. I can't lie.
I want to see. I think he'll play better. Not up front. Mount could do a job.
I really don't like how he's overprotected by the fan base. Like he's so overprotected, and oh my goodness.
I was going to drop him, but there's still a space for Gallagher up top. Yeah, so we take Mount off. I think you're right. I think I'm wrong. I think Mount should be dropped. And Gallagher,
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's what I would do, because he hasn't been playing good. When did he play good? Even against Tottenham, he wasn't that good. God. Yeah,
I think you were away when I did my team.
Oh yeah.
I said I'll play 4 at the back.
Yeah,
that's
we
haven't got any centre halves. Yeah.
Something different. What's wrong with trying something different? God.
Yeah, I'll play 4 at the back. Put Gallagher in his normal position in a midfield 3, rather than in the pivot. And you put Loftus-Cheek in there as well. I wouldn't play Loftus-Cheek at right wing back, because he needed in the middle of the park for this one, just because we're short on bodies in the midfield area. So I'll go 4-3-3.
Can I just say something to you before it gets too noisy?
One second. Let me read the chat 1 second, and go ahead after. Yeah, we said that can we beat Leicester? Yes, you agree we can beat Leicester. Who playing Kepa or Mendy? Yeah. So I want to ask all of you, Kepa or Mendy tomorrow? Start with you, Kepa or Mendy?
He's going to pick Mendy, isn't he? Because he makes excuses for him.
I'd
rather it was Kepa anyway. Right?
Who would you pick? He's saying.
Who would you pick? That's what people is asking. Kepa or Mendy? Want to know?
I would personally pick Kepa, actually, because I think Mendy needs to know that you need to thrive on competition. You can't be saying, "Oh, no matter how I perform, I'm guaranteed a place on the pitch." And he's made a couple of howlers of late, so he needs to be kept on his toes. So I guarantee you, if Kepa plays the next 2 or 3 games, when Mendy gets back into the side, he's gonna improve a lot.
Yeah, I think it would do him good to be on the bench. For Lucas, let me read what Stevens. I still can't digest our previous loss against Mendy. Ruined it. Otherwise, we would have easily won that match against Leeds, which I 100% agree with you. That's what I said myself. 100%. You're right. Yeah. So for certified, Kepa Mendy. Certified, you there? Adi, I think you're back there. Adi, you there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Adi, answer Stephen, Mendy or Kepa?
I'll go with Kepa. Mendy's been given so much opportunity, and what was he doing is kind of not in a good form ever since he came back from the.
Can I
Okay.
just say something? Because I'm
Yeah.
going to have to leave in a minute.
So let me just put one more question, and we go to you stuff. Do we believe in Thomas Tuchel's system? That's a good question for you, stuff. Do we believe in Thomas Tuchel's system? I'll give it.
No, I've told you before. If you ask
I know
me,
you told
right, I don't believe in it. No, because I'm looking at the squad we've got. Right. I want to respond to what Certified said. Right, about Mason being overprotected by the fan base and stuff like that. Right. I don't overprotect any player. Right, because I hold Tuchel responsible. I cannot attack a player who's been asked to play out of position constantly to suit the system. So I'm not overprotecting Mason Mount, and I'm not overprotecting
No, you're
Harvard.
not. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about some people who are just they're like, oh, if you criticize Mason Mount, you're not a fan of the club. Oh, you don't understand football. If you say Mason Mount's this, that's the one I don't like.
Certified, I don't agree with that, right? I'm giving you my reasons, right? I don't want him to play because he's English. I don't want him to play because of this or because of that. I don't want but I want him to be played in the correct way, in his correct position, so we can benefit from the players we've got. I don't care who he's going to buy, right? Until he buys those players, you use your players and your squad to the best positions, right, as each game comes along. And I don't criticise Mount because last year he was overused, he was overworked, and he's playing out of position. Same thing with Ziyech, right? People are going, get rid of Ziyech. He's rubbish. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. And then as soon as you play with a back four, the guy's a demon, right? So all this sits with Tuchel. Until he buys the players he wants, right? Play the system that suits the players. If you want to move the system around and change the system to play that boring German system, right, which is always going to catch you out, right, then get out there and buy those players. But until you do, don't. Just don't. Use the players you've got to the best. Right, what's the point of him putting Ziyech on, right, tomorrow and playing him inside forward again? You're not going to get any benefit from him, right? You've got like one centre half, and we've got Chaloba, he doesn't want to use him. Switch to a back four, for God's sake. Not play two wing backs out of position at centre half, which he's going to do if he's scared of the pace, right? Switch to a back four, play Aspie in the middle next to Silva, and give them a bit of protection in front as well by playing a three-man midfield. I'm fed up with this system. No matter what we play in, right? We play the same system, and we haven't got the players for it. Go and buy your players, right? If that's the system you want to play, and he's been allowed to buy his players. What happens, right, next season if we carry on with the same system, right? And we're still not winning games and we're still struggling. What you're going to do? People are going to turn around and go, "Oh well, Sterling's useless. I honestly thought he would be better than this. I honestly thought he'd be that so and so be better than this." Just don't do it. If you haven't got the players available to play that system, don't do it. Play a system that suits your players, right? And stop messing about. He's trying to be this great legend of a coach, right? And he's trying to show that he's a good thinker and all this. And yet, listen, he won't drop Mendy, right? I'll be very surprised if he drops Mendy, because every time Mendy makes a mistake, he has the same thing. Or he knows he made the mistake. He's the only one who needs to know that he made the mistake and all this, right? So basically, he's challenging him, right, to wake up, but he's not doing anything practical to make him wake up. He'll play him again. Right? I'm surprised Kepa hasn't gone yet. I don't know if they've come to some kind of agreement that he's going to stay and he's going to give him cup games and stuff like that. But I want him to stop with this system. It's killing the squad, right? You've got Chaloba there. Use him. right? Use him until you get Fofana, right? And you can change systems. Don't just leave them sitting on the bench or in the stand wearing nice jumpers, looking good on TV. You got the players there, use them, right, and adapt to them, right, until you actually get the players you want to play your system. I keep hearing the same excuse. Oh, but when he gets his players, then we can judge him. Now you say that as well, Nick, right? No, when
Yeah.
you get those players, then you play the system. Until you get the players, you play to the strengths of what you have, and he's not. We need a three-man midfield for more creativity, right? If Chilwell's playing at left back and Reece is playing at right back, or Cucurella's playing at left back and Reece is playing at right back, they can still get forward. You don't have to be a wing back to attack. Look at people like Ashley Cole and Paulo Ferreira, Gallas, Wayne Bridge, right? They all played fullback and still created chances. Even Aspie when he's played at right back. Just let's stop this nonsense of this system until he gets the players he needs,
Yeah.
and then I'll accept it. If he gets the players he wants and he plays the system because he's got the players he needs, that's fine. But not now, because we're going to end up falling too far behind if we keep losing games or drawing them. This is what killed us last year. Right, we got to January when it was, and we started drawing too many games. It was the same thing with Lampard. He lost 4 games before he got sacked, but he drew a load as well. Play to your squad and their strengths, and then get the players you want, and then you play your system. And let's not keep this nonsense all the time. He's sticking rigid. He has to stop being stubborn, right? I'll respect him more by adapting to his squad and using his squad correctly, right, than coming up with some system he's insisting on and stubborn at playing. It's not working. Tell me it's working. It's not working. Did it work at Leeds? No,
No.
because Jesse Marsh, right, knew exactly how we were going to play, and he prepared his team to counter everything we would do. Why? Because he was close to Leipzig, so he knows what Tuchel's going to do. Just there's no adaptability with him. Right?
Yeah.
He
So
plays
Can
with a
I
four.
can I jump in quickly because I need to go?
Yeah,
yeah,
Stav,
Can I?
I actually agree with you.
Yeah. No,
Anyway,
can I just jump in quickly because I need
yeah,
to
yeah, man.
go in a minute. Yeah. First of all, apparently there's some breaking news that Chelsea and Leicester have reached a deal for Wesley Fofana. That's according to RMC, so make of that what you want. But in answer to what we're saying about the Thomas Tuchel situation, yeah, I do think we're waiting to find out what his identity is, attacking identity is, because other managers have come in now, and you have seen a marked improvement in their play. So if you look at Arteta is slowly building Arsenal. I know it's early days, but they're looking good. The football is they're playing is quite good. In the small amount of time that Justin March has been at Leeds, you can see how they've changed, and you can see what his character is, and how he's stamped his character on the side. But yet with Tuchel, defensively, when he first came in, we could see what he was doing. But I said it at the beginning of his tenure when everyone was sort of getting excited when we won the Champions League and everything else. I was saying, hold on a minute, guys. Don't let that paper over some of the crap, because I nicknamed him Thomas Tuchel for a reason. The number 2, because we never scored more than 2 goals under him. When he was so last season
I remember you saying that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Thomas Tuchel.
yeah
Go-
yeah
that's-
Tuchel, yeah. Last season we did start quite well. We scored 7 and a 6 and some goals, so we can do it sometimes. But the problem is, I've said it before, is I don't think he allows the attacking players the freedom to thrive. Because if you remember once, I think Callum Hudson-Odoi, he didn't do something. He was out of shape in transition, and he had a go at him. So are players scared to? Are they scared to take chances? Is that the instructions they're given? Because it's telling. Like even against Leeds the other day when we were chasing the game, Reece James crossed when they changed formation. Reece James crossed the ball into the box a couple of times. Nobody was in the box, nobody at all. And we need to. If we don't get people in the box, you're not going to be scoring, scoring goals. I watched Fulham the other day against Brentford because they looked at Brentford as a team that they can beat. They changed their style, so sometimes you've got to adapt your style for different teams. And Fulham had 7 men in the box when they were attacking, so that's why they scored those 3 goals. You don't put men in the box, how are you going to score a goal? And as somebody has mentioned earlier, the runs that Kai Havertz, 600 runs or the most runs without being found. Our midfielders are not finding them with the forward passes. So we just need to, I think, work on our attacking moves a bit more because there's no patterns of play in our attack. It's the same thing of slow build up, knock it around a bit, pass it to whoever, Reece James, or whoever the left back is, whether it's Cucurella or Bencho, and it's just aimless crosses into the box with nobody in there to aim at. So it's easy to defend against. We look good against the likes of Liverpool and Tottenham. Why? Because Tottenham, I think we've got their number anyway. Liverpool, and they come at us, they come out, so we have more space in behind. But teams know that with us, they just be aggressive. Get onto the holding midfielder, play deep, and then get back into shape because we don't attack with any purpose. And we score from set plays, don't we? Basically, a lot of our goals are from defenders. It started like last season. And the thing is, when you're scoring with defenders, last season when we at the beginning of the season, we scored. It was Chalobah scoring the goals and other people scoring the goals. I think defenders, you can't rely on defenders to score your goals all the time because if you're doing that, then obviously defenders are meant to defend, attackers are meant to attack. So defenders are not going to be scoring on a regular basis, and when the defenders stop scoring, there was nothing from the attacks. We had Jorginho penalties, and even Lukaku, as he said, he had a bad season, but he ended up our top goal scorer. No, Mount was the top goal scorer, but Lukaku was second top goal scorer. And that says something where you've got an attacker who didn't really want to be there, but yet he's still outscoring all the other attacking players. And that's quite damning, I think. So, but I think Tuchel needs to come up with more creativity with our strikers, give them a bit more freedom, allow them to play with a bit of freedom, commit more men into the box. Let's play high-risk football rather than this. No risk, no reward. So that's the sort of football you need to play. You don't play, okay, let's think about what we do when we lose the ball. No, forget about that. Let's just try and outscore our opposition. You score goals. If the goals dry up, as I said, because we are relying on a good defence. But last season, we had a very solid defence for a while. But once the defence don't start to concede goals, the attackers need to do their job. And for 2 seasons now, we haven't had any attackers who can.
Wait, Max, can I just interrupt for a minute?
Yeah.
So everything you've just said, like literally.
Sorry if I let Max. He's going to go.
I'll finish now.
All right, cool.
I'll finish. So carry on. Yeah.
All right, cool. So what I want to say is that I agree with both Max and Stav, and it's things that I've been saying a lot.
Yeah.
Like the excuse about
Serifa, hold on. Let Max finish because he's going to go in a minute.
He's finished.
No, I have finished.
Oh, all right. Let me, before anyone says anything, let's ask.
Okay.
Let's answer this question from Philip here. Do you think Chelsea is going to finish top 4 this season? Let's start with you, Certify.
Okay. I just want to cover his previous question as well, talking about how is Tuchel's system.
Wait, Certified. Forget the system. Answer this question from the chat first, please.
All right.
Do you think we're going to finish top 4? Yes or no?
Yes. I'll have hope. I know Chelsea will finish top 4.
Okay. Let's go to just a simple yes or no for the question.
But I wanted to add on something, though.
You got?
I'll quickly answer this one because I need to go quickly. If we make a couple more signs, if Aubameyang comes in or a striker, I say yes. If we don't get a striker, then I say no.
Yeah, if we don't, yes or no? It doesn't matter what team we have, yes or no?
At the moment, no.
No.
I'm hoping I'm wrong, but at the
We
moment I say no.
get one no. Okay.
I need to go, guys. So certified. I listened to what you had to say afterwards when I rewatched the program.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to hear what you said. But I'll have to watch it later.
Thanks,
so guys, have a good rest of evening. And
have a great evening. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's move to Stav. Yes or no? Are we going to finish top 4?
No.
You said no.
I said no.
Oh, that's
I said no the other week.
I know. Let's just answer the question now. All right, certified said, Adi, you there or you gone again? Adi?
I'm here, Nick.
Yeah. We're finishing top 4.
Yeah. I think we would. Would finish top 4.
Yeah, I'll let you come in a second. I said we're going to finish second. I'm not changing my prediction. City, Liverpool, Tottenham. That's what I said. I won't change. But, if Tuchel doesn't get it right, I'll be really annoyed. Especially if we don't get top 4, he's gonna have to go for me. But I predict he will get it right. He's a good manager. Anyway, let's move on now. Let's move on back to certified. Go ahead with your points. You were saying.
Yeah. Sorry. All right. So about that question, I said we'll finish top 4. Just the optimistic. Would you say I'm confident? No, because I don't see our football going anywhere. Like at this current moment, we can say that he needs the players, but already as a top manager, you should already know how to work with what you have. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Mount and Havertz and the rest of them, Jorginho, they're all not bad players. It's just for me, it's like it's Tuchel, and I keep on saying it. He doesn't want to change. Like like his football is too naive. Do you get what I'm saying? Like as Stav and Max was saying, we need to take risks. The reason why the football doesn't contain us taking risks is because it protects the defense too much. So that's why you see players like Jorginho passing sideways and doing everything because they know that they can't make that risky pass. Because if they make that risky pass, bam, the defense is already in trouble. Because teams already know how to make transitions against us, and it works. If you look at that Madrid game, Nick, you went to it. So did I. Do you get what I'm saying? The way we got beat on that transition, Jorginho tried to play the ball forward, but when he lost the ball, we got beat on transition. Vinicius Junior cooking us up on the left. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why Jorginho didn't have a good game. He was trying to make risks, which I respect, but he didn't do it well because clearly we're not good when we get beat in transition. So clearly that system is there to protect the defense. And which I understand why Tuchel wants another centre back. But then the thing is, he should not be prioritizing a centre back. Like literally, our priority should be a midfield and attack because you have a good defense. As Nick knows, I've been saying this too much. You can have a good defense, but once that defense is not good in games, once that defense crumbles, what are the attackers and midfielders gonna do? They're not gonna do nothing. And at this point, you have just crumbled because there's no defense, there's no midfield, there's no attack. Do you get what I'm saying? So like honestly, this football just has to improve because honestly, honestly,
he has to change. We know he's stubborn. He has to change something. We're giving him to the end of the season. I am anyway. Like Stav is as well. He says what Stav says is absolutely right. I don't disagree.
I agree. Everything was Stav's, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But we have to judge him end of the season. Like I'll keep saying that. And I will end of the season. But if we don't win tomorrow, I think we're gonna
Nick.
Before, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Let me come into this.
Yeah, Andy, go ahead. Andy, go ahead. Andy, do you think Anthony Gordon He's worth 60 million. Philip wants to know.
Yeah, I don't think he does. It's just a simple question. I don't think he does. Why?
No,
Because he hasn't played at the highest level of football. He's just a young lad who hasn't played enough with Everton. I don't think he does what that much. But this is what we call modern day football, where money does it all. Everton were clear; they don't want to lose him. They don't want to lose him. Since they don't want to lose him, I feel they have the right to call a certain price on Gordon. It's out of it. But I want to say something real quick. We Chelsea fans are, most times we complain about our manager a lot. But you know, I went on Twitter. I was reading series of people making series of comments about the coach. Don't let's forget, the coach played 4-3-3 system. We could remember when he did that last season. We conceded a lot of goals. Most of these players in Chelsea, they are a bunch of average players. No disrespect, you know. They are not the kind of players that will give you the quality you ask for. Do you want to compare Pulisic to the likes of Godogan, the likes of Foden? No. Do you want to compare um, ZH to the life of Zaha? We've not got that quality of players which we should. Now we're blaming the coach. The coach can switch to 4-3-3 formation as well, and it will still be the same problem. The problem is the middle of the pack. We need someone who can create. Nick, if you could remember, some times ago I was saying it on your channel. I said my fear is Gallagher will come to Chelsea and he wouldn't perform. Many people were against me saying, no, Gallagher is gonna play. Gallagher is a great player. It's gonna work for him. I don't see Gallagher future in Chelsea, to be honest. I don't see. Gallagher is a great player, no doubt. But he hasn't gotten that level of maturity. I could remember when Chelsea was coming up, we had the likes of ACN, Makalele, Kalu, Crespo. These guys were already made players. This is our tradition. This is our tradition. If you want to play
Yeah.
a grooming player, if you want to play a grooming player, then you need to be patient. You need to be patient. You want to play the academy boys, you need to be patient and you need to stop complaining. The coach, I'm sure the only best position we've got in the team, probably our left back and right wing back, Jesse James and Chilwell. The rest of the squad, I don't think they're good enough to play in a big team like Man City, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Let's look at the team. Now let's look at the team. Let's compare our team from the defense to the attacking points. It's don't let us damage the image of the coach at times. The coach might be stubborn at times. Yeah, we know that. But let's just speak the truth. Let's speak the truth because this man changed formation several times last season. We can see how he pound down for us. The best formation that can suit the current squad he has is this three at the back, and the midfield, the three defensive formation, which we are conceding less. If we switch back to the four back, I'm sure we are not gonna get a chance with teams that do low block, teams that defend, because right now we don't even have those winger that can complement Sterling's efforts. So we don't need to blame the coach too much. We should just sit back and see what this season brings. Even it's obvious this season he's not gonna win the Premier League. We all know that, but we know he's gonna make the top four. Let's just support him and see. After next season, we can start pointing fingers. Oh, the coach is this, the coach is that. But for now, it's still a building process. We need to be patient.
Sorry, Adi, 1 second. Can you, after you finish that, put Trezeguet on next? I'm just trying to get
Yeah. That's the good. You can come up now.
back in. Yeah.
That's good.
All right, all right,
Okay.
all right. Great points, great points, great points. I just want to say something before I go. Well, basically, I do understand the criticism of Havertz because he has not produced the goals and the assists, but at the same time, um, I understand the point that he doesn't hit the season running right. He's a slow starter, and I think he's the type of player that benefits the most if he has an Eden Hazard type of player. Now, I'm hearing people wanting to see us play a 4-4-3 or a back four. Basically, in a 4-4-3, it wouldn't work, and for the reasons that Eddie said, um, most of those players aren't world class, to be honest, as wingers. Because in a 4-4-3, you're gonna need your wingers to be able to beat their man, to take on their man. You know what I mean? To
Of
do
course.
something, to have a certain type
Yeah.
of quality that allows even for an attacking fullback to make progress. You know what I mean? And we don't have that. Our wingers are dead food. You know what I mean? Yes, they can be good in other positions, but as wingers, they are dead food. This club is it's a massive club. And the fact that we haven't had a winger with the quality of Eden Hazard is shocking as a replacement. It's absolutely shocking, guys. So that's why you're not seeing the Chelsea that you love, the Chelsea that you remember, and that's why you're not seeing us going back to a 4-3-3. You know what I mean? It's because of things like this. Because in a 4-3-3, I'm telling you, I guess you're gonna see players like Gilmore show up, players like Ampadu show up. But right now, um, they can't because we don't have the profile. Sometimes it's not about the fact that the youth don't have the quality, it's about the profile. They see them every day in training, and I'm not trying to back Tuchel over here because I'm his biggest
Yeah, I
critic.
agree.
Like
I agree with that.
in terms of him playing a 4-4-2, I think in a 4-4-2, because the thing is that sometimes if you're struggling in football and you go back to a 4-4-2, I saw it in Barcelona, you know what I mean? When they were playing really horrible football, before Messi left. Those guys switched to a 4-4-2 and it looked crazy because like what? So Messi's gonna play down the middle and he'll drop back, he'll do whatever he does, he'll do his little magic and the team went on. The thing is that simple things is what our team is not doing. It's the simple things. It's just the basic things. Take on your man, beat the first man, dribble, dribble, dribble. We don't have players who can do that, and it's painful for all the supporters who believe in Kai Havertz genuinely that he's got talent to see him being forced out to play on the wing. And this is the Premier League. This is the Premier League. This is not Europe. You know what I mean? It's not Europe. This is the Premier League. In the Premier League, you're gonna get got. You know what I mean? You're gonna get found out. In the Premier League, they're gonna press you. You know what I mean? There's no chance. There's no space. There's no Bundesliga text up here. You know what I mean? In the Premier League, it's hard, it's intense, it's fast. So basically, I think, just to wrap it up, I think the best formation we can play is a 3-5-2.
Mm.
Only because there's no need to waste two players playing as inside forwards or as wingers because most of our creativity is coming from the fullbacks. And we also want protection from, let's say, two other midfielders, athletic midfielders, when the fullbacks bomb up. And another reason is because our wingers are dead food. I've said it time and time again. Our wingers are dead food. There's no need to have hope there. They're not what we need. They're not up to the standard that is needed. And yeah, let me just leave it there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I had to get up there. Yeah. Let's go back to Philip because he came out and now he's back. Philip, Give us your lineup, what you think it should be. We know Tuchel what he's going to do, but what do you think? Starting with Mendy or Kepa. Go on, Philip. Philip? Oh. Can everyone hear me?
Of course.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can.
Philip, I don't know what's happened to he's here, but maybe his connection. Okay, let's move on to Philip comes back. Yes, Stav, you still here?
I
Stav,
think Stav left.
yeah, he's gone again. All right, yeah. So we've done the lineups, except Philip when he comes. Yeah, so let's move on to the score prediction. Start with you, Certify.
I'm sorry about that.
For Fofana to Chelsea.
Sorry?
The news just come up. Fabrizio.
I'm sorry, there's so many background noise. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. My cousins are too loud.
John.
Sorry about that. You guys, can you quiet down?
He's had his background, I think.
So I think my prediction, score prediction, reality probably be 2-0 Chelsea.
Okay. Adi, are you there?
Oh, Nick.
Adi,
I'm here.
Adi, you have people in the background. I don't know. Now it's better. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Adi.
All right. My defensive choice should be Kepa. We need to give Kepa a chance to redeem his fate. Yeah, who is that? I'm hearing noises from the background.
Yeah, I
Please,
don't know.
everyone not talking, you can mute your mic.
Yeah, but you have to
If
mute
you're
them.
not talking, you can mute your mic, please. All right. I think it's time to give Kepa a chance, to redeem himself. We can't be paying that huge wage for Kepa, you know and he sits on the bench whenever Mendy makes a hell of a mistake. It doesn't sound well, I think it's not fair. So I believe Kepa should be in the starting lineup. Mendy needs to sit some time out. He needs to know his space is not secured yet. I could remember when De Gea was having problem with Manchester United. They had to use what's his name? The second choice keeper, now loaned out. They needed Henderson. Yeah, they had to use Henderson. So I believe Kepa should start for us, and Chaloba should be in contention to start tomorrow's game. The young lad. I'm hearing rumor, if it's true, the young lad will be leaving for Syria. I don't know how true that is, but we hope he stays. He's a good, promising young lad, and Tuchel is trying all he can to bring the. Tuchel is
I
trying
always
all
don't
what he
don't
can, to bring up
right.
the players.
How old's
Can you hear
Gundogan?
me?
How old's Havertz? Right. How much freedom does Gundogan have to play his game?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Tuchel's like
Can you all mute your mics when you're not talking, please? Because I can't hear, clear. Now it's better. Yeah. Adi, go on. You were saying, Adi.
All right. I think we should give Tuchel a chance. He's trying to get some of the best into the team. It's not easy to get the best guys out there. No team wanna leave their best player. Just like the way Manchester United is struggling to sign the young lad from Ajax. Every team wanna hold on to their players. That is why the transfer fee is crazy. It's crazy this kind of time. Nobody wanna lose their players. Everybody is having the cash with the new TV deal and sponsorship deal. He's making teams in the EPL to to have more option to funds. So I believe we should give Tuchel a chance. Tomorrow's game, Leicester is not doing well as well. They are also struggling like Chelsea, but I don't believe we're struggling. We're just not getting it right yet. Hopefully Kovacic can play some part of the game, if not all of the game. He should be able to to win convincingly against Leicester. It's gonna be a tough game, but I see a huge margin between the two teams. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, Adi, I agree. I mean, we want to see Kepa, but we're not going to see Kepa, I'm afraid. We know Tuchel won't do that. I'll be really shocked if he did, but I do want to see Kepa start. I told you my lineup, what I think should happen, but it won't happen. Yeah, go ahead, Staff. You're back.
Yeah, who was that person? Was it Addy who was saying that comparing the squad, can you compare this player with Gundogan and that player with someone else and all this stuff, right? Let's get some straight
No,
here. How old is Gundogan? Huh?
Who was that? Was it you, Certified?
I was the one. I was comparing Foden.
Oh, he was that.
Foden to Ziyech. Comparing Gundogan to Jorginho.
Right. Who's that? Is that you, Certified?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me that said Gundogan. I never even said Gundogan.
Yeah, okay. Well, someone said it, right? They were comparing our players. They're not good enough. They're not this. They're not that. This is the same team that won the UEFA Champions League and got to 3 cup finals, for God's sake. What's going on? How are the players not good enough? Some of these are still young. No, I'm not saying you. Someone said it. I don't know who it was.
I think it was Trezeguet. I don't know.
Right, I want Trezeguet then. Whoever. Right.
Stuff. Can you compare Jorginho to Gundogan?
Don't compare. Hang on. I'm not going to compare Jorginho. Everybody knows what I think of Jorginho. Why? If Jorginho's playing, why is he picking him? Why is he picking him? Why is the coach turning round and saying midfield's not a problem, right? And then he's still picking him. Whose fault's that? I can't just carry on blaming Jorginho for being garbage, right? I've got to blame the coach for picking him, even though the whole world, right, is now beginning to see how rubbish he is, right? How uncreative he is, how weak he is defensively. But who's picking him? Who's picking him? He's picking him while Ampadu's sat at home, right, waiting for the transfer. He's picking him while Billy Gilmore is training with the under-23s. Whose fault's that? The coach. It's not. I can't keep blaming Jorginho for that. Yeah, he's rubbish. He's not good enough for the Premier League. But the coach who picks him, despite having 2 DMs sitting at home in London, is the one who gets the blame, right? And also,
that's my point as well.
Right? Right, let me just finish. Another point, right? Somebody said earlier on, and I think you said it, and I think Max said it, right? Tuchel's too restrictive. He doesn't allow the players the freedom to express themselves. I've been saying this since last year, and you know, Certified. I've said it on the space, smart space, and all that stuff, right? And at the end of the day, ultimately, you blame the coach for picking Mendy, for picking Jorginho. He's got a decent game, more than a good enough keeper, sat there every week, twiddling his thumbs. And he's got 2 DMs sat in London, right? And then in defence, he's got Chalobah and he won't pick him. Ampadu can play defence as well. Sorry, the coach is choosing the players. And ultimately, if you're going to say to that player, I don't want you to do this and I don't want you to do that, right? Safety first, right? Hold back and stuff like that. That's the coach's responsibility and the coach's fault. I'm sick and tired of our players being branded rubbish, not good enough, or any of that. Right? How many teams want Callum Hudson-Odoi? Right? How many teams wanted Callum Hudson-Odoi? Right? Pulisic could go to Newcastle, he could go to AC Milan, he could go to Liverpool, anywhere, right? How many teams want him? And they're rubbish. They're both young lads, right? Who are not being allowed to express themselves and being held back. Sorry, the coach is the man responsible, right? And that's the way it goes. And I'm sick and tired of blaming players, right, who are basically playing with harnesses so Tuchel can pull them back if they're getting too far forward, right? And this has to stop. The coach is the one who picks the team and he picks the tactics. Doesn't mean the players are not good enough because he's not allowing them to express themselves, right? And somebody said earlier, no, he changed to so many different systems. In all intents and purposes, he either played with a 3 or a 4 across the back, right? And yeah, he moved the people around further forward. When we played with a 4 across the back, no one's going to tell me that Pulisic, think about Tottenham, the way Pulisic and Ziyech were pulling them apart and Havertz was finding space, right? And Mason Mount. Well, the movement and the way we were pulling them back, right, and pulling them apart. But no, we're playing against low block teams, and he still wants to play with 2 DMs. I just can't be having that, right? Let's stop saying the players are not good enough. The players are only as good as they can be allowed to express themselves. If they're being held back and they're not being allowed to express themselves, and again, it comes back to this system, which is too restrictive. Why are you playing at home with 2 DMs? Why? At home with 2 DMs? I'm fed up of it. Right? I tell you what, I'm glad I don't live in London, because if I was going there every week like I used to, right, I'd get thrown out because Tuchel would be getting lots of stick. The coach is responsible. He picks players like Mendy, he picks players like Jorginho, right, and then he tells players to play inverted inside, wingers. This time next year, everyone's going to be saying Sterling's not good enough because he restricts him and he holds him back. Let him go out wide where he's got the space to express himself. Same with Ziyech when he's playing. Same with Pulisic. Let the guys express themselves, not this restrictive defence first. 5 balls out from the goalkeeper to the centre half before you move the ball into midfield. And then Jorginho, if he doesn't fancy, go sideways or backwards. I'm fed up. I've been supporting him for 52 years. And this guy has made me fed up. What more can I say? I'm not going to abuse players anymore. Not even Jorginho or Mendy, because they're out of form, but the coach still keeps picking them. So who's responsible? The coach. Anyway, listen, I'm out with friends, so I've got to leave here, Nick. Yeah, let me know when the next one is. Right?
Yeah. Okay. All right, Stav. Yeah.
Oh
No
yeah, and
problem.
stuff. The problem is that he won't even take accountability. He will even go and blame the pitch. He will go blame the bus. He will go blame the trap. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't take responsibility for his selections, right, or his
Thank you.
tactics.
That's the thing.
He keeps blaming the players. And that's what Lampard did. And now he's lost them. You play players out of position, right, for the whole season. They get fed up with it. They get sick of it. And if you're not letting them express themselves, right, they're not going to have it, are they? He's losing the changing room, and it's not surprising. So anyway, I've got to go, please.
I know.
I'm with, right?
Stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff.
All right,
And
Stav.
I've got a question for you, Stuff.
Yeah.
You played
I'm
with
off. Yeah. I'll speak to you later, Nick.
Okay,
And
man.
if I
All right,
catch you later.
Stav. Yeah. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, Stav. Take care. Yeah. Yeah. So, Stav makes very good points. I mean, a lot of people agree with you. Really, he's talking facts. But like I keep saying, we have to wait and see what happens. You know.
And Nick, is your mic on mute?
Something happened there. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, how come I'm up there now? I don't know what's going on here.
Oh my days.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know why
see,
you're up there.
I'm up
Oh
there.
my
I'm here.
days.
I don't know what's going on. Andy, what's going on?
Addy, is Addy even here? Or is it just
Andy's
two
phone. I think
Nicks?
Andy done
I'm here,
something
Nick.
now.
I'm here,
Oh,
Nick.
what's
Oh,
happening? Yeah, I was
Well,
up there on the right. Now I'm back. Okay, never mind, chaps. Something to laugh about.
what's
Anyway,
that? What's
go.
that?
Yeah, go. Andy, take over for a minute.
All right,
Andy,
sure.
can I
All right,
speak?
I'm here. Yeah, speak, bro.
yeah, you can speak.
Yeah, on Stav's point, I agree a lot because, like, if you look at it, we understand that these players are not good enough, but then, um, it's either we know that as well, but then, although we want them to be dropped, is that you guys, can you be quiet, please? Sorry, guys. Um, as much as we want really to drop these players, but then what are they doing in training? That's why I keep mentioning, like, the training's not really that intense. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we want to, just like every other team, it's easy for you to change system with the players you have. But then the problem is that you have to train on it in training. You can't be doing the same drill, which is just passing around in circles and doing gladiator and so on. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's really not. It's like it's not really practicing on the system, and it's not really practicing football, isn't it? That's the thing. And also, yeah, a, a Tuchel system doesn't give any player freedom. That's why they're not
Sheriff,
as good as they are.
Sheriff, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, whose mic is not on mute because there's too much background shouting there. Know who it is. Go on, carry on, Certified.
Sorry, I think it's mine. It's just that now told them to quiet
Ah,
down now with their phones.
yeah, you can't. We
Um,
can't do that. It's shouting
yeah,
in the
and the sitting
background.
room is
Don't
the
do
only
that.
place where I have Wi-Fi. So like, yeah.
I know, but we
So
can't.
I needed them
This is
to.
not a.
Do you
I
get what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. Go on.
So can you hear me properly now?
Yeah, yeah. We hear you better now.
Okay then, thank you. So like, as I was saying, like, Tuchel's system doesn't really allow players to be free. That's why they haven't really been playing as well. Because with Lampard and when Tuchel first came in, you can see a bit of freedom there. Like, Tuchel was his first season. He wasn't really afraid to take the risk. And when he did take that risk, he won the Champions League. But ever since he had his full season, I realized he had to be more naive and play a bit more safely. And he told the players, you're not going to be doing all that stuff you did in the Champions League final. You're not going to be doing that. Because if you do, the, everyone knows us. They will press and you will lose the ball if you do what you want to do. And that's not true. Players can dribble in our team. It's just Tuchel doesn't allow them to. You can clearly see that Jorginho as well. I know I have a go at him, but at that Real Madrid game, you can clearly see he was coming out of his comfort zone, trying to make forward passes to Mount and everything. And you can see there was no movement. Who is that on Tuchel? Tuchel should be forcing these players to move more. That's why he has training. You train for a reason. You know what I'm saying? To work on the system and urge your players to be better. And I don't see that a lot in Tuchel. Like, literally, their training is just not good. Like, honestly, like, literally. And also the players that he's targeting, I'm seeing that Fofana is very close to agreeing. But then this, I don't know how to feel about that signing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because then at the same time, yes, we need a centre back, but it's not. That's not all we need. It's not finished. Like, when we get Fofana, it's not going to change nothing. The defense will still fall apart. Fofana just came back from injury literally not long ago. He's still healing, and if we pay for him that much money, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll be happy about that signing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there's the midfield and attack that is just not good enough. Like, I don't know what happened. At this point, I'll take any striker, even Aubameyang. I don't even know if we're gonna get him. Do you get what I'm saying? But Tuchel just needs to make these players free. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I want to see more movement while we count. You can even see in counter attacking as well. We're so careful when we make transitions when we get the ball. Like, I'll only see Sterling and Mount running up, and then no one else is. Everyone else is jogging because this system is so insecure. It protects the defense too much. Like they're just not confident in the players. Even Tuchel's not confident in the players that are going up because he knows that they will lose the ball. Hence why players just jog back in a jog in a counter attack where they should be running, creating more options. Because he knows that if they lose the ball, that they need to, you know what I'm saying? So Tuchel really needs to like change the system, and he needs to stop being insecure. Because like if we're not going to go anywhere with this system if he doesn't change. And then the facts that he's saying that, oh, we will blame the pitch, we will take, oh, the staff had to take the bus and everything. It was not good. And I don't like the way he was like, he should have praised Leeds because Leeds did play better. It's not like Jesse March outsmarted him. It's not like we even played well. No one there was good. I don't know why Tuchel said we played very well. It's just when Leeds run a lot and press you high up the pitch, it may look like their mentality was stronger. It's just salt to me. Like literally, just blame yourself. Like honestly, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, thanks to the five for those comments. Adi, can you look at the private chat? Adi, you there? Adi, I don't know what's. Treasure guy, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah,
here.
make your points.
All right, all right. Yeah, I mean, Spotify is making a lot of good points. He's making a lot of sense. And yeah, what can I say? To add to that, can we blame Tuchel? For me, basically, let me tell you something. For all my impatient Chelsea fans who've gotten used to sacking managers, um, basically, you gotta give it time. Give Tuchel the real time. You see, when we did the Champions League run, that was just copy and paste type of things. You know what I mean? It wasn't really his type of football. You know what I mean? He was making the best with what he has, despite the fact that we know we can play better and we have better people. He might not see that way, but basically, what I'm seeing right now with Tuchel is that he's building his squad up, kind of like the way um, Pep was doing it at City. He's starting with the defense, and maybe he's gonna go further up the pitch, into different areas of the pitch. I mean, I remember at one point Pep Guardiola spent was it 250 million on the back line. So yeah, he really wants to get the defensive issues sorted. And I don't blame him. I mean, let him do his thing. Granted that this is a slow process, but I wouldn't be quick to, fire Tuchel. He, I wouldn't be quick to fire him, guys. Just be patient. When you see him finally playing his football, you guys are gonna be like so happy. And yeah, I have to agree with you guys on the point that he's playing Jorginho. He's playing certain players way too much. I'm not sure if this is a strategy because those certain players like are on the verge of leaving, like Jorginho. You saw those comments from the manager and whatnot. The comments from the manager and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a strategy or if he genuinely loves him that much. It could be that he's fascinated with him. He's fascinated with him and Kante. Um, yeah. So we have to wait and see. If Jorginho signs a new contract, will it be a different story in terms of the lineup? Could be. Um, but yeah, in terms of Tuchel, changing the system and playing all this type of different system. I think he's gonna do it once the back line is sorted, once his defense is sorted. I think that's when we're gonna see the best of Tuchel. Right now maybe he's under pressure. These are people, they make mistakes. Let's not read into it too much. Um yeah, let's just be patient. Let's see where it goes, because spending money on the back line for me is totally understandable. Thiago Silva's not gonna play all the games. Koulibaly's not gonna play all the games. So yes, Fofana is valid, is absolutely needed, and it could make our
No.
transition to back four that much easier. That's all I have to say for now.
So, yes, Trezeguet, good points. Yeah, Adi, are you there?
Yeah,
I
sure.
think you're there again.
Wait, guys, I'm
It's all
gonna have
right
to go
now.
now. It was nice
Don't
speaking
keep
to you
going in
guys.
and out because, sorry, Certify?
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go now. It's getting a
Okay,
bit
no
late
problem.
in where I am.
Oh, yeah, where you are,
I'll
yeah.
speak to you in the
Okay.
post-match preview.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
going to do
hopefully I'll be
that.
happy then.
Yeah, we're going to do that. I'll be at the game tomorrow. Probably Monday we do that. Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy the game, Nick.
Yeah, I hope so. God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
enjoy the game. Please try your best to.
Yeah, I'll try and get the
Right.
crowd going. I always do. Yeah.
Yeah. I see ya. Wait, what seat? Where are
We
you
have to
sitting,
win
Nick?
and win good. I'm in the
You're
upper
sitting on the
tier,
east stand,
East
yeah?
Stand. East Stand upper tier.
Oh, that's where I normally sit, and the east lower. Only sit both of them, and the west
Yeah.
lower. So those
No,
are the
you're the
three
lower. I'm
stands I
at the
sit in.
upper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be, they're very good seats, he said to me. They were, this South guy, his friend who lives in Cyprus, he sent me his ticket, a season holder. And
I think, yeah.
these are the guys, the flag you see, Cyprus blue, Chelsea blue, Cyprus flag,
Yeah.
near the west side, at the end of the west last end. This is Stav and his gang.
Yeah, I know.
This is the guy. This is the
And
guy who's giving me
yeah,
the ticket. Yeah,
yeah, and I think
yeah,
the East Upper is actually, I think one of the best seats you can get, in my opinion. Like the view is just so
yeah.
good.
Where
You
you
can
get,
see the whole pitch,
great view of the
and
whole
great price
pitch.
as
Yeah,
well. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a great price as well. Like honestly,
yeah. Hopefully, get me more
and
tickets. This guy. Yeah,
yeah, and the shed end is where the away end sit, and some of the Chelsea fans here.
yeah. I think I don't mind the shed. I don't mind the shed.
I don't like the shed,
Upper,
man. There's so
but I
many
don't.
fights there.
Yeah, I like it near to the away so I can shout at the away fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, are you off now?
Yeah, I'm off now.
All right.
When is your
Okay.
preview? Sunday? Because I think I
Well,
won't be
we're
here on Sunday.
planning we're planning to do a show tomorrow. Adi, you there? Adi.
Nick, I'm here, Nick. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Are you doing the live stream tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. I am. I'm gonna
Who's
put
that
up
in the
the
background? God.
no, that's certified. I'm
I'll
gonna put up.
certify. Please put your
Sorry about that. It's
mic
just
on mute.
people in the background making too much
Hey,
noise.
but
You
if you
can
mute
mute.
your mic, then we won't hear them.
All right. I'm gonna.
That's the problem.
Uh,
When you
I'm
mute
gonna
it,
put.
we don't hear. When you're talking, you unmute.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
Adi, you just explain. Are we doing the live stream tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna put up the ads tonight. I'm gonna put up the graphics tonight.
All right.
We are. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So you
I'll
can
be home
invite
all
and
through tomorrow. Yeah,
make sure you have a staff's name, certify,
sure.
stress the guy. So they
Sure.
can be on. I won't be able to do that at the game.
I'm gonna put them
You
in.
understand? I'm gonna come in. You're watching. I'm gonna come in on the when you start. I will come in as on the chat.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I can I'll show you videos and that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, so get them not to. You've got the handles. You must have. I think.
I think I got certified but staff. I haven't got staff. You're gonna send me staff
I'll text you his
and
name.
the rest of the guy. Yeah.
Who else?
Sure.
I'll text you stuff. Your treasure guy you have.
No. I don't have that.
I text you Trezor guy. He's his real name, and you can invite Dex if you want, or Max. You know, all these lot.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll
Okay.
text you them all, and you sort it out.
All right. All right. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, I'll do that after we finish here. Yeah. So anything else? We said the prediction. Yes. Let's make the prediction. The scores. Trezor guy, what do you think the score will be tomorrow?
I think the score is gonna be 3-0 to Chelsea, provided that we control that midfield. If our midfield is bad and is lacking, it could be 2-2. I don't think
Oh,
Leicester are mugs.
don't,
Yeah,
don't
I
say
don't think
two
Leicester
two.
are mugs.
Man,
They may just
we
hit us
have.
on the counter. Oh yeah,
There's
yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
no.
You can go on.
Yeah, carry on.
Oh no, I didn't catch what you said.
No, I said don't say 2-2, please. You know what?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying if Leicester don't catch us on the counter like what they do with Vardy, because Vardy he scores against anyone. Um, and if we control that midfield, we keep Tillemans quiet. If Mendy's not having a good game, it could be an easy 3-0 win for us. But I hope we don't get to see Charity FC because my team, we always have almost like every season we have that one surprising team that beats us, and I hope that was Leeds, and we can just hit the ground running from here. So yeah, final prediction for me will be 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, let's hope so. I want at least three. Let's go to Addy before I say mine. Addy, go on.
Uh, all right. I think we need to win this game at all cost. We need to win this game. We just need to win. We need to come up with something to win this game.
Yeah,
This will make the fans feel relaxed. Even the team, it will make the pressure. And the confidence come back. We need to win this game. Leicester is gonna give. He's gonna pull up a big fight, but at the end of the day, it will win won't be bad. I'm still going for Sterling to score, just like I said last week. He scored, but it was an offside goal. It was so painful. But I'm still going for Sterling to get a goal in this. I'm patiently waiting for Sterling to get a goal
yeah,
in this kind of fixtures.
yeah. I agree. Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, yeah, I'm going for. I'm going for. I don't want to say too many goals because I'll be disappointed. I'm going to say 2-0. At least we should win 2-0. That's the and there's no, we mustn't let it go in. We have to have a clean sheet tomorrow against Leicester. I know Mendy's going to play. I wanted to see Kepa, but looks, I don't think Tuchel will do that. He, I hope he does change something, especially up top. Give us something to shout about. If Havertz comes on and Mount and they have the same game, I'm going to be really, really angry tomorrow. I just want to see us win and win good. Yeah, so I think I'll go for 2-0. Anything else anyone wants to say before we end the stream? Adi?
Nick,
Yeah.
nothing much other than I
I
just
think we
want to
talked
see
about the
Chelsea.
game. I think we talked about the game good and a few points. Yeah, Trezeguet, your last thoughts.
Oh yeah, my last thoughts are basically I think Gallagher and Jorginho. I think we're gonna see something special from those two, whether not necessarily in that combination, but I think this game is gonna be a game that definitely boosts their what you call their confidence. I think it's gonna be a game that does a lot of good for the players. I think this game is exactly what they needed, and I think that painful defeat to Leeds is exactly what we needed. We just needed a good kick in the back to wake us up, and that was it. that was a surprise team. From here on out, I think it's only gonna get better and better. Yeah, so this is our pick me up. You know what I mean? This is the game that gets us back on track and relaunching our season.
Mm. Yep. Yeah, I agree with you. Andy, what's your last thoughts?
I just wanna hope Chelsea win tomorrow. This is a decisive game for us. It's gonna define what we're gonna do this season. Are we gonna keep chasing points after a while, or people are gonna be chasing us? It's in the time of a game where every point matters. At this point, if we keep losing point against the weaker teams, getting to the tougher teams, how we're gonna pick up points. We have to think clearly that this is not yet over. City dropping point last week was massive for us. If we could have just managed to draw, we could have keep on the eat against City. I'm confident as Arsenal is gonna lose point. Arsenal starting on a high note means something probably bad is gonna happen at the end of the day to them. I don't pray, something bad happens, but it's all football and it's all love. I pray they lose points clearly soon, though.
Mm.
Then one other thing I want to say is we Chelsea fans needs to be patient. We need to give the coach a chance. He's been working with different players. This coach won the Champions League for us. You know what that means. One of the biggest competition in the world of football. We have to be patient a lot. Let's see what he does. Let's see how he brings up his own team. Guardiola, people had to be patient with Guardiola and Klopp. It's just a transition time. This thing is gonna work out for us. Trust me. We're gonna come out of this early shake-up. I trust Chelsea to win tomorrow. To all Chelsea fans all over the world where you're watching from, please like our videos. Subscribe to our channels. We love you. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Daddy. Yeah, great comments. Yeah, for me, like I said before, it's a must win game. We can't afford to, draw or anything else. It has to be a win. I think the players will come out up for the game. After Aspie was talking on the Chelsea app yesterday, he's really disappointed about the way we played at Leeds, and he will get the players going in that dressing room, I'm sure. And so will Tuchel. Tuchel's been at it all week, probably. I do like Thomas Tuchel, great manager, one of the best in the world. And because we're going through a rebuilding process right now, it's not easy. Todd Bowley is trying his best, and he's a good owner. Don't listen to people who they say, oh, because he's American, he's no good. Roman Abramovich wouldn't have put Todd Bowley there if he couldn't trust him, and he's rebuilding for the future. That's why we have a new Bath, great scouts, still with us, and he's looking at to bring in all these great young players who've got great potential. We have great players, but they're building for the future. I just want to see Tuchel not to be so stubborn. That's all, and play the other players. If someone's not on form, play someone else. I don't care who he is. They have to be dropped. Mason Mount has to be dropped. Havertz has to be dropped. If they're not doing it, they have to. It do them good, and Mendy too. But let's see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for everyone who came into the chat. Philip, Coach Coachella, the Chelsea perspective. Who else? Yes, I said Philip. Side half, Sid half, and a few others. Philip, a few others who have gone now. Whoever tuned in to our channel, thanks a lot. And please subscribe and like the real Chelsea. You know, I know it's a new channel. We're getting there slowly. It's going to get better. We have plans ahead. It will get better. And tune in tomorrow for the live watch along, which I'll be doing. I'll be at the bridge, showing clips, talking at the halftime before the game and all that, showing some videos as well. So yeah, please subscribe and like our channel. We need your help to get there. So yeah, thanks a lot, and yeah, that's about it. God bless you all. Hope you have a good night, and thanks a lot for coming. Thanks. Yeah.
Fantastic.